She almost did it, but she didn't. She decided to keep her baby. Stay tuned.
You are a natural-born public speaker, and that's a fact.
Do you actually feel guilty or were you just told to feel guilty?
Focus on actually what we can do.
Point it out and show it to me.
You have the freedom to do what you want to and be what you want to in America. What are we going to do about it?
What oppressed me?
Just saying.
So the CRT stuff, BS.
Anyway, folks, that's what I'm talking about. Again, I would like to hear from you guys. If there's somebody who would like to call in, the area code 309-451-9299. Caller, this is Ty. You're on Cities 92.9.
Oh, hi, Ty.
Hello.
Hi. How are you, bud?
I'm always good.
Excellent. Oh, this is the Winch. I'm calling you from the not-so-sunny Pacific Northwest.
Uh-huh.
And I've got a couple of different perspectives on this abortion thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a registered nurse, so probably I've seen this argument from, several different sides through my life. First thing I'll say is I'm a conservative woman. I believe in God. I believe in the Ten Commandments. There was a time in my life where I was, at a very young age, faced with an unplanned pregnancy. I was unmarried. And I had to make a choice. This was in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
So legal abortions were kind of a new thing. So I decided I was going to keep my baby. I was not going to kill this unborn child who was perfect and innocent because I made a mistake. I married the man, the father of my child. That was 48 years ago. We are still married. We had 3 other children plus that one.
Mm-hmm.
I have taught my daughters.
I'm sorry. You said you have how many children now?
4.
She has 4 children. Ladies and gentlemen, you're here to call her right now. We're getting ready to get into some good information. We're getting ready to take a break right here. We'll be right back.
I am.
All right, go ahead and finish telling us what was going on with you.
Okay, so anyway, basically what I was saying was I had that child that
You were thinking about aborting?
That I was thinking about aborting. And that was 47 years ago she was born.
Mm-hmm.
And for 47 years, on her birthday, I have thought about what the decision that I was trying to make 48 years ago. It never goes away.
And I'm glad you're saying this right now. You didn't even. I'm calling it like it is because I'm just a real person. So you didn't even murder your child, and yet at the same time, you still feel regret about what you did.
Yeah, I feel guilty for just even thinking about, the possibility of having to do that. I didn't know what life was gonna bring. At 17 years old, what do you think? What do you know?
Right.
You don't know nothing. And I was scared, alone, poor, dirt poor. And I didn't know, but I said, I can't do that. I just can't do that. And
I'm one of these people. I'm treating you just like I would treat anybody that I was talking to on the street or anybody that I mentor or counsel before. How in your mind, what were some of the thoughts that went through your mind about actually doing that? Like, what were the thoughts? I would just like to hear that.
Oh, that's a long way to reach back.
I mean, because some people can recall, like, was your heart beating fast, and who did you talk to? Who were you going to go to get it done? And, what was going through your head? Did you find yourself not being able to sleep at night? And
I was scared.
Mm-hmm.
I was very scared. I didn't want to bring a child into the world. I'll give you the negatives first.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to bring a child into the world that I was going to have to bring up potentially in the way that I was brought up, which was which was dirt poor. I mean, I had nothing. I barely had clothes to wear. I ate Vienna sausages because I could get them for 10 cents a can.
Mm-hmm.
I drank water because I couldn't afford milk or anything else. And, what went through my head was, how can I take care of this baby? I don't have a job. If I get a job, it's just, back in those days, minimum wage was $1.50 an hour. And,
oh, wow. So, okay. So if I'm following you right, you were going to you were not going to go through with having the child because you were poor. You didn't know how you were going to feed it. You didn't know what you were going to do. You didn't know if you were going to have a job, et cetera, et cetera. And that is a crazy place to be in. Everybody, I hope you guys are listening to this because I want to keep her here. We're getting ready to take another break here, but I definitely want to keep you here, ma'am, if you don't mind, because I want people to hear this. We will be right back, folks. I am Ty Smith, modern Renaissance man, and you're listening to my show, Cancel This. The phone number here is area code 309-451-9299, and it has been getting pretty hot up in here, folks, especially in this live chat. And but we're going to do, before we get into anything else, I'm going to address the caller here who has been giving us some insight on how she pretty much decided to keep her child, and now she has children. And we're going to go back to that. So, caller, are you still there?
I am.
All right, go ahead and expound, sis.
Oh, okay. So we were talking about my feelings at that time,
Mm-hmm.
Being so poor and scared and not wanting to bring a child, into the same kind of environment and world that I had grown up in as a child. And,
right.
That was a period in the United States. I lived in the Deep South, okay, in the Bible Belt.
Got you.
And Jimmy Carter was president, and the economy was horrible. Inflation was out of control.
Like now?
Yeah, just like now. Just like now. And back then, there weren't as many resources to help people as there are now. I mean, there was welfare, and but there wasn't a WIC program. There was nobody there to feed your baby if you had one. You had to do it.
Mm.
There was not as many HUD programs where you could, if you did make minimum wage, where you could go find an apartment at a reduced rent and take care of yourself and your children and have a roof over their head and food on the table. And I mean, it was a whole different world.
Wow.
Just a whole different world.
I hear you. Now, this might seem like a little strange question I'm going to ask you, but did you have both your parents?
My parents were divorced.
So pretty much you were with your mom, I assume?
I was actually living with a brother.
Okay.
My parents had separated. They were in a Johnny Depp Amber Heard relationship.
Oh, wow. Wow. So now, all in all, now I take it that your first pregnancy, you were 17 years old, right?
Yes,
Now, is that the man that you married, or?
that is the man that I married.
Okay. Okay. So now, did he know about that?
Yes.
And you guys were going to decide to do that together, or was that a one-sided deal where you thought it was best that you did it? Or, I mean, I'm just asking questions. If you feel uncomfortable answering, there's no judgment by me whatsoever. I'm just pretty much just getting some general.
No. At that particular stage, I had not told him that I was pregnant, and I did not want him to know because I did not want to feel like I was trapping a young man into marriage. Okay. I thought that at 17, I thought I was just being cool and being smart, and I was just going to be independent and do my own thing. And if he would never know about it, and if he stuck around, that would be great. I really loved him. I mean, I was young, but I knew that I loved him.
Mm-hmm.
But I did finally. I did finally talk with my mom, and the disappointment that she felt in me for being pregnant just really reinforced that feeling of one, for somehow I was letting everybody down, somehow this was a horrible thing that I had done, and why, none of your other sisters ever found themselves in this kind of position. So there were just a whole lot of social dynamics and family dynamics and personal dynamics going on as to why, well, maybe this is the right thing for me to do. Maybe I should just sneak away and get this abortion, and nobody will ever know the difference, and everything will be normal. Everything will go back to normal.
Okay, I hear you now. Question on, okay, now that I heard what you just told me, right? Now, those, I guess, I don't want to call it paranoia or anything like that, but those feelings of what you felt that you thought people were thinking of you, did they directly tell you that, or just based off of their mannerism or how mad they were, disappointed they were, upset they were, you just assumed that they were thinking that of you, like she should just go and just terminate it? Or you just thought that was be best because everybody else was so upset and mad?
I just assumed it. It's I think there's just so much that goes into coming up with a decision like that you put, and then all the hormones of pregnancy too.
Uh-huh.
And you just put yourself in a situation in your own head that you can't think. You can't think properly.
That's what I'm getting at right there. See, that's the part that that's the part that I talk to a lot of people about, because I just think to myself, like in your case, let's just say when you came to your mom about the situation, right? If your mom or even any other family members, if you would have told them that, if they would have been like, "What? You're pregnant? Oh my God, I'm so happy for you. Do you know what it's going to be yet? Oh my God, okay, we got your back. We're going to make sure that you got your food. We're going to make sure that you're taken care of. We're going to make." Now, would that have definitely had your outlook like, "Oh, okay, well, I'm good"?
Oh, yeah.
That's the part that I'm talking about right now, is that's what's not being done. A lot of families are not doing what I just did right there. I kid you not. If my son, I got two sons, 20 and 18 years old. If one of them was to come to me and tell me, "Dad, I got this girl pregnant," I've already had these conversations with them about it. Will I be disappointed? Yes, but ain't no sense in me thriving and dwelling on that now because they got a baby on the way. What I would definitely tell them, well, you might as well get ready to hunker up, buddy. I hope you got, that job is on the way. You might as well get ready doing this because guess what? I'm going to look at that like this is getting ready to be my grandchild coming into the world. Not like I'm so mad at you. I'm disappointed. Why would you do something so stupid? Why would you? That definitely will make them do exactly what you said and exactly what you were thinking. And everybody was so ticked off and mad at you. You felt that the best way would be to do is just to terminate my baby. That way everybody can be happy. But the thing is, in the end, you will be still the one left with all that misery. You would have been left with the regret of killing the baby. You would have been left with the regret of somebody would have came to you and said, we didn't care if you actually were pregnant. You would have been like, well, why didn't y'all tell me? And then, who knows what would have happened with your mom thinking like, well, I didn't mean for you to go out and do that. But yet nobody really said we had your back or anything like that too. They made you feel like you were pretty much less than because of this situation.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, it would have been so much easier if I thought that I had that support,
and right now, this is what's really interesting about our current circumstances right now. In your case, there are people that they are encouraged to do what you were going to do. You said that based off of people's reaction, they seemed like they were a little upset. They seemed like they were a little, oh man, I can't believe this. They were a little disappointed in you. So you thought by them saying that you figured I will make the decision to make it easier so no one would be mad at me. But I can't imagine if you was in today's environment where you got a support group telling you, go and kill it. Go and kill it. Oh, like me, I bet that would just be like even worse. So, I mean, I just can't even imagine that. But ma'am, I really, really do appreciate you calling in. I thank you for sharing that. I hope that you call in again. We're able to hear from you because this is going to be something that's going to be pretty much ongoing for the months ahead. And I'm sure people are going to be wanting to hear from you again. So again, everybody, shout out a huge, major shout out and huge love to the lady that just called in that gave her account of what it was like when she got pregnant and psychological things that she went through. But thank God she kept her daughter. She said her daughter is 47 years old and she has other children. Huge shout out to that woman for bringing life to this world. Beautiful. What's going on, everybody? So, hey, check this out. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to view these videos. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and also right here is where you can catch the next video, the latest video that I've done. But like right up here, this is stuff that I've done kind of in the past. So in this area, you might find a video that I've done in the past. It can be funny, it can be something serious. It does not matter. But this is something that you can also do to check out more material that I do in my channel, because I do a lot in this channel, all right? So again, appreciate everything from you guys. Keep on watching it, keep on supporting it, and God bless you all.